Right. Good evening, all of you. And so, welcome to the presentation week and to your presentation day. And our distinguished guest, I would say, is Hansati Aki. You can definitely call her Aki Auntie Kandanang epa ammi marks kapai. Right? So let me tell you a little bit about Hansati Aki. Hansati Aki was a student, is was ne then was a student of Auntie Delushi of mine since she was 4 years old, just like most of you, and now she has completed all her exams with me, and now she's waiting to get into one of the most prestigious universities in the world. She's waiting to get into University of Cambridge. So the journey Hansati Aki came was not very easy, but I have invited Hansati Aki simply because of the commitment, the sacrifices that she made has made her what she is now. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙච්චර කල් පොඩි කාලේ ඉඳලා ඕගොල්ලන්ටත් වඩා පොඩි කාලේ අවුරුදු 4යි හංසති අක්කි මංගාවට එනකොට එදා ඉඳලා ආන්ටිත් එක්ක ඉඳගෙන ක්ලාසස් කරලා එක්සෑම්ස් කරලා බැනුම් අහලා ඒ ඔක්කොමත් එක්ක අද ලෝකේ තියෙන one of the best universities වලට සිලෙක්ට් වෙලා ඉන්නවා හංසති අක්කි. right ඉතින් ඒ ආපු ජර්නි එකේදී හංසති අක්කිට ගොඩාක් ලස්සන එක්ස්පීරියන්සස් හම්බුණා මාත් එක්කත් ස්කූල් එකේනොත් ඒ කරපු දේවල් හින්දා. ඉතින් එයාගේ කී එකක් තමයි reading books. right ඉතින් ලෝකේ වටේ travel කරන්න opportunities හම්බෙලා තියෙනවා හංසති අක්කිට, all because of what she has been reading and all because of the activities that she has taken part in. right ඉතින් ඒක හින්දා I have shared the profile. දැන් ආයි presentation එක ඉවරුණාට පස්සේ ගිහිල්ලා කියවලා බලන්න Hansati Aki කියන්නේ කවුද කියලා, then you'd be able to understand who she is. right she's not here to judge you. ඕගොල්ලන්ව judge කරන්න, ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ වැරදි හොයන්න නෙමෙයි ඇවිත් ඉන්නේ. ඕගොල්ලන්ව appreciate කරන්න ඇවිත් ඉන්නේ. right ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ මහන්සිය, ඕගොල්ලන් කොච්චර ලස්සනට කිව්වද, තව ටිකක් ලස්සන කරගන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා කියන්න තමයි ඇවිත් තියෙන්නේ. මං හංසති අක්කිට අද එන්න කිව්වේ මුකුත් හින්දා නෙවෙයි. I can't give you marks. first second third select කරන්නවත් marks දෙන්නවත් මට නම් බෑ ඕගොල්ලන්ට. right ඉතින් ඒක හින්දා තමයි වෙන කෙනෙකුට අද ආන්ටි invite කරේ. right ඕගොල්ලන්ට marks දෙන්න. but marks අඩු වුණත් වැඩි වුණත් හංසති අක්කිත් මමත් මෙතන ඉන්නේ ඕගොල්ලන්ව appreciate කරන්න. ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ මහන්සිය, ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ attempt එක, ඕගොල්ලෝ කරපු sacrifices appreciate කරන්නයි ඉන්නේ. වැරදි හොයන්න නෙවෙයි. okay right so shall we start? Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
right so I want all of you to keep your mics muted. You can unmute your mic only when you have to talk, only when I tell you to talk. right and you can switch off your cameras also so that we will have a lesser number of distractions, isn't it, Hansati?
Yeah, so you can on your camera when you start speaking.
We'll start with Sanuli. Sanuli, are you ready, darling?
Yes, teacher.
right so all of you switch off your cameras and switch off your mics, so we only have the speaker's mic on and the camera on. okay Sanuli, do you want to share the screen? You can share the screen if you want.
Okay, teacher.
Start, darling. Yes, we can see it now. So the topic is teenagers who changed the world. Okay? Sanuli, start.
Good evening, my dear teacher, my dear friends, and our special guest. There are a lot of teenagers who changed this world from their own talents. These days, the whole world is talking about the coronavirus, and everyone is suffering from this COVID-19 virus. So, I thought to talk about a teenager who built a website regarding the coronavirus. He is Avi Schiffman. Avi Schiffman is 18 years old, American web developer. He was born on October 26, 2002. His mother is a physician and his father is a biologist. He is a high school student from Mercer Island, Washington, who built one of the biggest websites for worldwide information from spread event on spread of the virus. He launched the website called NCOV 2019.live in early January 2020. As of late April 2020, over 600 million people have visited this website, which is getting about 30 million visitors each day. In addition to his coronavirus tracker, Schiffman has made more than 30 other websites. This young boy won the Webby Person of the Year from the 24th Annual Webby Awards. Dear friends, we also can be a teenager like Avi, Malala, and all the other teenagers. Always contribute good things to this country and the world. So, I invite each and everyone to open your mind and think differently. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanali. Right, okay. Hansati, right, Nesat? Nesat, are you ready to talk with it?
Yes, teacher. Teacher, can you share the screen?
Well, I have allowed you to share the screen.
Okay, thank you. Teacher and my dear friends, today I'm going to speak about the climate activist Greta Thunberg. She was born on 3rd January 2003 in Sweden. She has become a leading voice for climate change activism. After a speech at her school, she received worldwide attention. She has become an internationally recognized climate change activist. 2019, Greta was named as Person of the Year by Time magazine. In an interview with the magazine, she said, "We can't just continue living as if there was no tomorrow because there is a tomorrow." These words has inspired students all over the world to take action for protection the environment. She has spoken at the UN twice. Her speech at the 2019 UN Climate Action Summit is a great speech. It shows us that everyone, even young people, can do their part to take care of our planet. Come and raise hand with her. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Nesat. Next, we have Minduni. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, start with it.
Have you Have you ever felt tired of books that you read in school? That's how Marley Dyers felt when she was 11 years old. So she wanted to change the types of books that children read. And she did it quite well. So today I'm going to talk about her story. Good afternoon to all. This is Marley Dyers. She lives in the United States of America. I'm sure you may have seen her or heard about her. If not, you may be wondering how she changed the types of books that children read. When Marley Dance was 11 years old, she had a complaint and told her mom that all of her school reading books were about white boys and their dogs. So she really couldn't connect with the characters in the books. She felt like there was no freedom for her to read what she wanted. With the help of her mom, she started a book drive called #1000 Black Girl Books in 2015. This book drive focused on books which have black girls as the main character. Can you believe it? Can you believe she collected more than 13,000 black girl books by now? And she donated them to schools and libraries. Marley is now world famous American activist and a writer. She has won so many awards already. I'm sure you all enjoyed the story of Marley Dyers. We can learn a very good lesson from her story. If you're determined to do something good, even teenagers can change the world too. Thank you for all for listening.
Thank you, Minduni. Right. You're ready, Hansate? Yes. Okay, Pahanya, are you ready to talk?
Yes, teacher.
Right, start, Puta.
Teacher, can I share screen?
Yes, Pute. Yes.
Elizabeth Losky. Elizabeth Losky was born in New York, United States of America. When she became 18 years old girl, she introduced a project called New York is a great place to be. She was named a national winner of the year 2017 Gloria Born Prize for Young Heroes. Elizabeth Losky introduced her brainstorming ideas with her father on what to do for her Girl Scout Gold Award project. When she had the idea to do something to protect bees, she and her father had just begun to keep bees in the yard. But when she realized how important they were to the environment, and that certain bee populations around the world were struggling, she wanted to help. Initially, her idea was to go to events focused on nature and environmentals. is used reach out of people here and set up a few native bee houses. She has she worked as a member of Girl Scout herd of the Huntston and educate the people about bees and their plight. She has also worked to pass bee supportive legislation and help ensure healthy bee population. Isabel Losky also installed a dozen native bee houses at nature preserves and has taught hundreds of people to build their own. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Pahania. Right. Until I call out your names, please keep your camera switched off. Right. Fine. Onaya, are you ready to talk?
Yes, madam. Good afternoon, my teachers and my friends, and Hansati Akhi. One child, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the world. That was said by one teenage who changed the world. She's none other than Malala Yousafzai. Malala is a Pakistan activist for female education and she was the youngest Nobel Prize winner. Her father was Sayuddin Yousafzai, mother Turpeka Yousafzai, and she has got two younger brothers called Kushal Yousafzai and Atal Yousafzai. She born on 12 July 1997 in Pakistan in Mingora. She was born at home. Her first name meaning is Christian. Her childhood was full of peace and happiness. She got the primary education from Kushal Public School and she continued the secondary education from Edgbaston High School in England. In 2020, she continued the Oxford University College. As a young girl, Malala defied the Taliban Pakistan and demanded the girls be allowed to receive an education. Malala will not for educating women and children. In 2015, her 18th birthday, Malala opened a school near the Syrian border for Syrian refugees. And she called the world leaders to invest books, not bullets. She was chosen writing books express her ideas. I am Malala. My story is standing up, girls' right. Malala's magic pencil and words are displayed are her famous books. Malala was shot in her head by the Taliban terrorists in 2012. She woke up 10 days in a hospital in England, and people around the world prayed for her recovery. I would like to finish my speech on her own words. With guns, you can kill terrorists. With education, you can kill terrorism. Malala Yousafzai. Thank you.
Are you ready, Hansati? Yes. Onaya, you can switch off your camera, Puta. Hansa, are you ready?
Yes,
Lakshita, keep your camera
teacher.
switched off. Lakshita, keep your camera switched off. Right, Hansa, start.
Okay, teacher. Good evening, my dear teacher and my dear friends. Today I am going to share some information about Anne Frank. This is the content of my presentation. Anne Frank, a teenage Jewish girl, her sister and her parents moved to the Netherlands from Germany after Adolf Hitler and the Nazis came to power there in 1933 and made life increasingly difficult for Jews. In 1942, Frank and her family went into hiding in a secret apartment behind her father's business in German-occupied Amsterdam. The Frank were discovered in 1944 and sent to concentration camps. Only Anne's father survived. Anne Frank's diary has been translated into almost 70 languages. Anne Frank was born Anneliese Mary Frank in Frankfurt, Germany on June 12, 1929 to Edith Hollander Frank and Otto Frank, a prosperous businessman at that 3 years older. By the fall of 1933, Otto Frank moved to establish a small but successful company that produced a Gehling substance used to make jam. After staying behind in Germany with her grandmother in the city of Aachen, Anne joined her parents and sister Margaret in the Dutch capital in February 1934. In 1935, Anne started school in Amsterdam and earned a reputation as an energetic, popular girl. Anne Frank's family went into hiding in an attic apartment behind Otto Frank business located in Amsterdam on July 6, 1942. The group lived constant fear of being discovered and could never go outside. They had to remain quiet during daytime in order to avoid detection by the people working in the warehouse below. Anne passed the time in part by chronicling her observation and feelings. Diary she had received for her 30th birthday, a month before her family went into hiding. Addressing her diary in phrase to an imaginary friend recalled Kitty. Anne Frank wrote about life in hiding. On August 4, 1944, after 25 months in hiding. Anne Frank and the 7 others in the secret annex were discovered by the Gestapo, the German secret state police, when Otto Frank returned to Amsterdam. He recited 5 notebooks and some 300 loose papers and containing handwriting. After that, Otto Frank helped to compile them into a manuscript that was published in the Netherlands in 1947 under the title Real Annex. Although US publishers initially rejected the work as too depressing and dull, it was eventually published in America in 1952 as The Diary of a Young Girl. The book, which went on to sell tens of millions of copies worldwide. It is required reading at schools around the globe and has been adapted to the stage and screen. The annex where she wrote it, known as the Anne Frank House, has a museum dedicated to her life and is open to the public. The Diary of Anne Frank has been translated into 70 languages. So this was the story of Anne Frank. Thank you, everyone, hearing me carefully.
Thank you, Yehan sir. Thank you. Right. Darwin, are you ready?
Yes.
Right. Okay, start, Puta.
Good evening, my dear friends and my dear teacher. Today, my topic is all about the teenager who changed the world. Guess who? He is none other than world famous Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook. Facebook, is it very familiar to you? Yes, and according to the latest reports, Facebook has over 20 billion members. It is more than the population of China. At the age of 19, Mark Zuckerberg and his roommates and fellow students founded the Facebook, and it was launched on February 4, 2004 by Mark Zuckerberg. Thanks to Mr. Zuckerberg, now we can use Facebook to connect with friends, families, and co-workers and others, including groups of people who share a similar interest. Further, we can share pictures, videos, and articles, opinions with our friends. Another benefit from the Facebook is to stay connected with friends, families, and discover what's going on in the world, and share and express what matters to them. There are many things I can mention about Facebook, but we all know that Mr. Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook, is a legend, and he has changed the world, and also he will keep our world changing. Thank you.
Thank you, Darwin. Right. Lakshita, are you ready? Lakshita, are you ready, Pute?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, start.
Teacher,
Yes, Pute. Are you ready to talk today, or do you want to listen? Do you want to perform, or do you want to just listen?
teacher. පාඩම් කරපු ටික කියන්නද?
Okay, it's up to you. You can decide what you want to do. No problem.
You are great. You are awesome. Live like it.
This saying was told by Robin Novak, who is a YouTuber. Robbie was born on the 20th January 2004, and he suffered from an illness that made his bones brittle. He made all of his videos to make this world an awesome place. He also got the chance meet President Barack Obama. Okay, teacher.
Okay, Pute, thank you. Nim, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Start, darling.
Wait. Don't worry, I just want to. Can you see the screen?
Not yet.
Hello?
Not yet.
Now?
Yes, now, yes.
Okay, now you do only do. Yes.
Yes, Puta, start, darling.
Good evening, my dear teachers and friends. Today I'm going to talk about a teenage who changed the world, and that is Helen Jaggi. Helen Jaggi is an American inventor. He is one of the teenagers who changed the world. His story starts when he was around 4 years old. He stayed in the car and wait out a red light. He saw a vision coming out of the exhaust of the front car, and what he realized was, why not tackle pollution? And at the young age, he started looking into technology, and what he realized was, you can have great new technology, you can have great new ideas, but if you don't have a planet to live in, if you don't have air to breathe, if you don't have electricity to turn on your lights, you don't have anything at all. People always used to tell him that he want to grow up and change the world. He always replies them with an on his face and say, it's pretty hard to change the world if you don't have a planet to live in. So from there, he start designing the future he want to see. He start building the change that he really wanted. So he did what any kid would do, and he moved his lab directly to his bedroom. He starts sleeping in one side of the room and start working in his lab materials in the other. He is known for building Algae Mobile. It is a device that converts carbon dioxide emitted from a car into oxygen. And what he knew was there were lots of cars produced every year. Each one was just the tip of an iceberg. And now he is working on a wristwatch. The other side is a smartwatch, and if he flips the watch around, he can charge his telephone or anything else, using the waste from heat or from body itself. So friends, you should also be like Helen Jaggi and have crazy ideas to change the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Nim. Right. Manut, are you there, Pute?
Yes, teacher.
Right. Shall we start? I have
Yes,
to share the
teacher.
screen, right?
Okay, teacher.
Yes, wait a bit. Let's see. Are you sharing?
Yes, teacher.
All right, fine. You start that. Yes, start.
Excuse me, teacher.
Pahanya?
May I log out?
No, you have to stay.
Okay, teacher.
Can you see the screen, teacher?
Yes, Pute, we can see.
Good evening, my dear teacher and my dear friends. Today I am going to speak about boy and slut. Who doesn't like to go to the sandy beach on a beautiful sunny day and feel the wind and waves? I like to. This is me and my mother enjoying ourselves at the beach. It is the best place to play and enjoy. So, I love it and I want to protect it. But some bad people have started destroying our ocean with plastic garbage. It is truly disappointing. These same thoughts came to the mind of this young gentleman named Boyan Lat, who was born in Netherlands in 1994. He too loved to go to the beach. He also loved to dive and see the beautiful fishes. When he was 16 years old, Slat saw a lot of plastic garbage in the sea while diving. He felt very sad. He thought he must do something to save the ocean. He studied hard and developed a solution for ocean pollution in his high school project. Many thought it's impossible, but his dedication made it a success. Presently, he is the CEO of the Ocean Cleanup Organization. He has won many awards too, including Champion of the Earth by the United Nations. His effort is now cleaning up 1,000 tons of plastic from rivers and oceans of the world. Boyan Slat is a great example for all of us. Age is not a matter to start a good cause. It is true that we are children, but we too can change the world for good. Thank you.
Thank you, Manut. And I have to tell say a few words about Manut. I really appreciate you joining this program today, Manut. Manut is under treatment because his family has been found COVID positive, and he just presented himself his presentation today from a quarantine center. So thank you so much, Manut, and you definitely deserve a round of an applause from all of us for your commitment and for doing this under all these difficult circumstances. Thank you, Pute.
Thank you, teacher.
Right. Savisa, are you performing today, darling?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, start.
I think.
Savisa, did you just disappear? Yes. Savisa has disappeared. Situli, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, start, Puta. Until Savisa comes back, you can do. Can you speak a bit louder? We can't hear you.
Geetanjali Rao. Good evening, everyone. Dear teacher, dear Akki, and my dear friends. I'm going to talk about a famous Indian American teenager who changed the world. Do you know who she is? She is Geetanjali Rao. Geetanjali Rao is an Indian American inventor, author, scientist, and engineer. She was born in 19th November 2005. She currently lives in Colorado. In 2017, she won the 3M Young Scientist Challenge for a device called TETIS. Uses carbon nanotube sensors to detect lead in drinking water. She is a 3-time TEDx speaker. She developed an app named Kindly that uses artificial intelligence that can detect cyberbullying at an early stage. She is a great pianist. She is currently a member of Scouts and has enrolled in the Scouting STEM program in the United States. Now, let me share a quote by her. I think being a scientist is like being a superhero because superheroes save people and want to do what is best for their society. Scientists do the same exact thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Situli.
You're welcome, teacher.
Right. Savisa, did you come back? Savisa, are you there? Right. Did I miss anybody from the 2013 age group? 13 group? Davin, Yahan, Sabanot, Pahania, Onaya, Nisat, Lakshita, Nim, Mindu, Ni, Sanuli. Did I miss anybody? No, that is somebody else. No, right? Okay. Hansatiyaki, now it's up to you. If Savisa comes back, we'll listen to her. If not, you can go ahead with your comments.
Okay, hi. Can everybody maybe on your cameras? I really want to see you.
Yes, switch on the cameras, please.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for doing your presentation because I learned so much today. I had no idea who Geetanjali Rao was, and like half of the people y'all mentioned were new to me too. So thank you so much for your presentations. I hope you learned something from the others as well. I think everybody spoke really well, given the circumstances, and your presentations were really nice and pretty, very colorful. I think if there is anything I can say to maybe next time make it a little bit better for you, I think so most of your characters or most of the, sorry, that noise. Okay, sorry. So most of the people you all chose were either from the United States or Europe or the UK, right? Maybe next time Auntie Dilusha gives you something to do, try to find people from within Asia, within your own continent. You know, somebody closer to home, so that it will be much more relatable to even Sri Lankans. That's completely fine. I know it's difficult to find Sri Lankan TV. You're lazy. But even when maybe next time try to find somebody from within Asia. Because I think we all know about people in America. And so while this has been amazing in terms of learning new things, next time try to stick closer There's nothing wrong, obviously, with discussing about Americans. I just think that, even in your school textbooks, or even when you simply look at Google or YouTube, there are lots of examples of American people and their work. And while it's amazing, I think there are unidentified talent within our continent too, that we can bring up during times like this. But very well done. I loved how you used your presentations to explain things. And good luck for everything else that's coming.
And are you ready to give the marks?
Oh my God. Okay, sure.
That's the most difficult part. Okay, fine.
Yeah, but y'all can't be angry at me, okay? I'm
Yes,
just
this
doing
does
my
not mean that your speech was bad, that you were not good. Okay, this what it means is, okay, fine, if you do not win today, it means that you need to improve yourself a little bit more. That's number one, right? And we know in a competition, everybody cannot win. Right? So we have certain things that we need to look into. අපි ස්පීච් එකක් කිව්වම අපි බලන්න දේවල් තියෙනවා. And I think ඔයගලන්ට ආන්ටි මුලදිමත් කිව්වා that you have to say it without, don't put everything onto the screen එකේ තියෙන දේ කියවන්න නැතුව ඔයගොල්ලෝ තමන් හිතලා හරි ඔයගොල්ලෝ ලියපු එකකින් කතා කරන්න කියලා. Right? And then ඔයගලන්ගේ information, ඔයගලන්ගේ expressions ඒ ඔක්කොමත් එක්ක බලලා තමයි දැන් අක්කි marks දීලා තියෙන්නේ. Right? So please remember, this does not mean that you were bad, that you were not good enough. It just, the meaning of this mark is that you need to improve a little bit more. Okay, Aki, let's not announce the marks that you have given. Let's just announce who has won. First, second and third, if you can totally can tell.
Okay, so in third
place.
Yeah, third place we have Situli, who discussed, I think the last one we went.
Gitanjali Rao. Yes, let's give her a big round of an applause. Yes. Okay.
So there's two people for second place, because like all of y'all are really amazing.
That's okay.
And so for second we have Manut and Onaya.
Manut and Onaya second place. Wow, very good.
Really good.
Manut, are you here?
Yes, teacher.
Right, yes. Okay, Manut and Onaya. Onaya, are you there? Yes. Okay, first place.
And in first place, we have Nim. Is Nim here?
Nim Fernando is the winner. Oh, Nim. Nim has got stuck. Nim, can you hear us? Nim, you're the winner. Okay. Right. Fine. Okay, Aki, thank you so much for spending your precious time with us. Aki has another session to do today. And so she's going to be the adjudicator for the next session as well. So let me comment on your performance. Well, very good. Very good. You've done a lot of research. You did it in your own capacity, right? And because I know who you are. I know where you stand. Some of you are new to the class. Some of you have been with me since you were 4, just like Hansati Aki, but most of you have not been with me for so long, right? So most of you are new, right? But under all these circumstances, all of you did a great job. Very good. Thank you very much, parents. I know Amila Samaharaya from the office, they have logged in and they were doing the screen sharing and all that for us. And I know for a fact some parents had to come home early today. And I think I know some parents are joining from across the globe. just to make sure that they do not miss their child's presentation. So I appreciate your love, your commitment, your dedication. Thank you so much for all your support. Right, so you may all go. So say a big thank you to Hansati Aki, and let's give a big round of an applause to everybody. Bye bye. God bless you. Bye.
God bless you, teacher.
God bless you, teacher. Bye, teacher.
Bye,
Thank you,
teacher.
Hansati Aki, as well.
Thank
Bye.
you, Hansati Aki.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye. Bye.